From the first day I knew my mother, she was already inside this role. Who she was before that can only be traced through old photographs. She was the youngest child in her family. In the photos, she smiles easily, bright eyes, a love for beauty, romance, and art. I didn't understand then that a smile can be quickly run away by life. Only later did I realize that her world has been slowly shrinking all along. Since then, I have begun to truly see her, and to hope that she might one day choose a life that belongs to herself.
I can always hear her voice. In her life, there are always endless small tasks. Before the dishes are finished, there is laundry to hang. The vegetables she just chopped are still on the board, while the sink is already filling with foam again. She sticks notes after notes onto the wall, breaking her day into countless boxes waiting to be completed. Cleaning, mopping, laundry, organizing, tutoring, like a sprinting top. She keeps turning for the family, never stopping, repeating the same circle day after day. In the gaps between chores, there is no rest, no time that belongs to herself. Over the long years, she kept running through endless domestic routines. But what truly trained her strength was the marriage she was in. The flowers in the vase faded from bloom to weather, mirroring her imagination of marriage, from expectation to compromise to silence. In the kitchen, she quickly handles the daily chores. In the living room, he lies on the sofa, scrolling through his phone. Warm and cold light divide them into different worlds. They no longer argue. Unresolved tensions slowly turn into silence. She understands now that this marriage will not change, only continue its long process of wearing her down. What she lost in the marriage, she later poured into becoming a mother. At the beginning of the motherhood, her body paid the cost of childbirth, and from that moment on, it slowly became less resilient. Later, she gave all her time to the children. The upbringing of my brother and me was almost entirely carried by her alone. She tried to teach us, protect us, and guide us, yet often struggled to find where the boundaries should be. The more responsibility she took on, the more powerless she began to feel. We were always calling her. Her world kept revolving around the children, as if this constant availability was simply expected. To pick us up, care for us, and organize our lives. Her work was repeatedly interrupted and pushed aside. In taking on motherhood, she gradually lost the space that once belonged to herself. After repeatedly devoting herself to the family, she begins to return to work. Moving between tasks, selling goods, negotiating prices, keeping accounts, she handles matters one by one. Sitting at the tea table, she talks with clients and advances collaborations. These seemingly ordinary tasks become a way for her to place herself back into society. In the car, she makes call after call, browsing jobs, dating, and asking about opportunities. She begins to think about how to change her current situation and how to step away from a life that revolves solely around the family. In the gaps of the daily life, she reads books and studies courses, leaving open another possible path for herself. At times, she pauses, things that could not be thought through during the day slowly surface in the quiet. She may not yet have a clear answer, but she knows she must make a change. Reality does not immediately respond to her efforts. This slowness and powerlessness are not unique to her alone, but part of a long-ignored structural condition. In response, I designed a narrative game space where players can break circles that are difficult to challenge in reality, and through interaction, understand the situation faced by mothers. In the domestic order, players face endlessly increasing household demands alone, gradually experiencing confinement, exhaustion, and isolation. After overcoming multiple obstacles, they shutting down the domestic production machine, pointing to domestic labor not as a mother's sole responsibility, but as a form of work that must be redistributed and properly valued. Players find themselves within a relationship that appears ideal yet offers no escape. Prolonged endurance normalizes harm and gradually numbs the resolve to live. When players choose to interrupt the harm and exit the castle, the relational structure collapses, revealing marriage as a form of confinement and the possibility of living and rebuilding personal boundaries. Players confront the hidden traumas of childbirth and the costs carried by motherhood. By cutting away restraints, this dismantles the sanctified structure of maternal sacrifice, allowing mother to no longer be fixed in the position of perpetual devotion, but to exist as a complete individuals. Through repeated descents, players search for a buried treasure, retrieving a core that symbolizes inner longing, and carrying it back as a key to opening the gate of rebooting. Within a space surrounded by mirror, players are guided towards a recognition of the self, allowing rebooting to become something that can be imagined and put into practice. After the game ends, words that were once unheard begin to surface.
以前我总觉得自己不值钱，不管是你爸、你弟还是妹妹，好像我做这些都不算什么。可游戏里那些家务制造机、那些隐形的任务，我才知道我真的一直没有停过。后来我明白了一件事，我不是在家享福，我是在为这个家活着。但我也可以为我自己活一次。谢谢你让我看到，我不是当妈的，我也是我自己。
As more people enter the experience, messages of understanding, response, and support are written one by one, forming a force that continues to grow. A condition long overlooked is now being seen and acknowledged, and she begins to move towards a life of her own.